Welcome back to Abandoned Mine. On this channel we talk about things that belong on the deeper, darker depths of this world. Bring them to the surface so you can better understand them and get a full review on them. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a channel that uploaded some very disturbing content in 2015. So disturbing in fact, that it had some people wondering why the authorities had not been contacted yet. And that channel is called Robert Helpmann. The channel was created over 5 years ago on July 12, 2015. That same day, they would upload their first video titled, Daisy Arrives. When the video first starts, the chair is empty, but as soon as a screen flashes by with text on it, the chair is now filled with what appears to be a dead body in a bag. And along with that, this creepy music starts to play. The music being played is called Santa Claus Hides in Your Phonograph and was produced by Harry E. Humphrey. The flash was a frame that right now appears like some random letters, but it will become more important as the series continues. On to the next video. This video is titled Daisy and Friends. When the video starts, you hear some flies buzzing around, and Daisy is leaning against a window. The room appears to be either a bedroom or an office, as it has what appears to be a hope chest or a dresser. The table sitting next to her appears to have office supplies spread all over it. Also, in case you missed it, after that frame of text appears, the chest in front of her on the table is now open. I honestly don't know what that means, but I'll take note of it. Anyways, on to the next video. In this video, we can see that Daisy is on the floor, and the room she is in looks like a messy bedroom. There is a wadded up blanket under her, and a box of stuff next to her, and a mirror behind her. After the frame of text flashes by, you can see what appears to be a man standing in the doorway. He is wearing a suit and has a mask covering his whole face. He appears to be staring at Daisy, just looking at the body. And it isn't until the end that he moves his head back into the doorway. The audio of the video is better understood if it's in reverse. Here, have a listen.
For it's something I'd really be sorry to miss. I have to go down all these silly old places to bring gifts to the children and smiles to their faces.
It's audio of what sounds like Santa complaining about getting dirty and going down all the chimneys to bring gifts to the children. The audio is from the same Edison record that the music in the beginning is from. The record was recorded on October 1st, 1921, and was played throughout the 1920s for kids to hear, so that they would think Santa is stuck in the phonograph. So far it seems like the guy killed a girl and is basically vlogging for it. I have no idea. Anyways, next video. In the beginning of this one, he appears to be laying under a pair of sheets next to Daisy, which is kind of ironic because it is titled Tucking Daisy In, and he appears to be the one who is tucked in. But after the screen of text flashes by, he is now gone. Daisy's then just by herself, laying there, still not tucked in. Other than that, the only thing I really noticed in this video was just the kind of like the hum of the heater. Which, you know, just kind of seemed to go with the Christmas theme that this whole entire ARG, maybe real life kind of thing has for it. Remember, it's Christmas time, folks. It's supposed to be that Christmas season. This one is called Daisy and Wines, and basically it starts out with him feeding Daisy in the bathtub, but after the text goes by, he's gone. The bowl of whatever it's supposed to be was laying in the bathtub next to her, and that's basically just how this one ends. It just seems like he's like feeding her basically. One note I must make though in this video is good grief. The back of that guy's head looks very, very creepy. Holy cow. It honestly looks more disturbing than the body itself. Maybe it's the skin of his other victim. I have no idea.
If
This one is titled Daisy Feeds the Birds and basically shows Daisy on the floor next to a bird cage. And after the screen of text flashes by, there's now a key on the floor and the cage is now open, which seems to maybe show that maybe her spirit's still alive, and maybe she did attempt to feed a cage that had no bird inside of it. I have no idea. This entry is titled Daisy Tumble, and basically it starts off with Daisy looks like she may have fallen down the stairs or tumbled down the stairs as the video suggests, and in the background of the audio you can hear what appears to be a girl crying. So this further strengthens my point that her spirit is still alive, because it appears as though her ghost or her spirit is crying because she's in pain. And after the screen of text appears and flashes by, the guy then goes to pick her up and takes her away. Also, one thing that really disturbed me while watching this one is, what is that shadowy figure down in the stairs? That honestly creeped me out. Is that like a third character we're going to see as the series progresses? I have no idea, but that creeped me out while watching it for sure. Anyways, next video.
Hello, little folks. Do you know who I am? You've heard of me often. Some say I'm a sham. But most of you know that cannot be true. For every Christmas you see what I do.
This video shows her on the floor of a very messy kitchen, and the guy is standing over her caressing her head. And again, more audio from Santa Hides in Your Phonograph is playing. However, this time it is not in reverse. You can actually understand what he is saying. Also, one very important thing I really wanted to point out was, if anybody at this point thought that that body was still real, this video pretty much disproves it. As just simply petting her head, her whole entire body slid, which seems to show that it is a blow-up doll. And I think that is actually the reason that in the last video there was a cut from when he grabbed her body. It wasn't just, like, you could tell it was cut. He like reached down and then it cut to like when he already had her body in his hands. Because I think that before he cut it, it probably looked fake. For sure, if the body was real, it would weigh like 60 pounds. So simply petting the head would not move the body at all. Considering the body not being real and all the aforementioned evidence, I've come to the conclusion that this is more likely an ARG and not an actual serial killer at all. This is for sure the point where I realized that this for sure is like an ARG. Like, this is not really a serial killer. This has a meaning behind it. But for that, I'm not sure yet, so let's continue. All there really is to this one is it just shows Daisy in the closet hiding, as the video says, and after the screen of text, the statue's now been turned, which just seems to further strengthen my point that her spirit is alive in some way. This one basically shows Daisy hanging on the back of the door, which also is pretty much a blow-up doll. I don't think you could actually hang a body by the door. And basically in this one, there's playful music in the background, which basically suggests that she's playing. I don't know if she's supposed to be like a child, but basically after the cut screen, the guy comes in and with a knife is stabbing her. So I have no idea what that was for. But so far, I'm not really getting much from this series. It's basically a dead body. It has some Christmas themes, I will say that for sure, as most of the audio is from Santa Hides in Your Phonograph, in reverse or forward like we saw in that one video, so I'm not sure yet, but it seems to have a Christmassy kind of theme to it. Anyways, let's go to the next video and find out more. Okay, so this one was titled Daisy Makes a Mess, and as you saw, the counter is blank and it looks like a kitchen, and after the text he lays her on the counter and grabs a smaller kind of pocket knife and starts like cutting into like her stomach area, and I don't know what he's doing, if he's doing surgery on her or what, but it's kind of ironic that it's titled Daisy Makes a Mess when he seems to be the one making a mess with her body, so I have no idea what this was supposed to mean. But again, after the text screen, more audio from the same thing. Santa hides in your phonograph, starts playing again. The next video that I'm going to show you is the 12th and last video of the series, and it is titled Daisy Leaves. So this video was basically almost like an opposite of the very first one, as she was on the floor and there was music playing, the same exact music as in the beginning, but as soon as she left out the door, the music stopped playing. After Daisy leaves, the guy is now standing there, all exasperated and all sad. And the description of the video actually says, no, she left us and now there is no Daisy, Daisy, Daisy. After seeing this last video, I've come up with a theory on what I think this means. So basically, yes, in the description of the video, you can tell that he's very, very sad that she's gone and basically was happy when she was there. And that alone makes no sense at all. Why would you be so sad the body's there? Would you not want to just bury the body? And that's kind of where I started to come to sort of a conclusion. When Daisy arrived, Christmas music started playing. When she left, it stopped playing. And that's kind of where I started to come to sort of a conclusion. Oh yeah, one quick thing I forgot to talk about was the text that flashed by every single screen. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this because that was very, very important for the ARG. But basically, when you put all the images together, it forms the poem The Gay Lady, which basically is a very, very popular poem about a lady who went to church to go pray and went walking around a church cemetery and saw a dead guy with worms crawling in and out. And she asked the parson, will I be like that when I'm dead? And he said yes, and then the lady basically screams. You know, there was a famous song that we often sing in school where, you know, there was an old lady all skin and bone. That basically just further strengthens the point of the fact that it's a dead body. I feel like Daisy herself represents Christmas. And if you look at the titles of every single video, that further strengthens my point. No, these videos were not uploaded around Christmas. I feel like if you wanted to strengthen that point, the guy who invented this ARG should have uploaded these around Christmas. But I think it does represent Christmas because... And not just because of the Christmas music. I think the Christmas music was one of the first things that started to, you know, give this a Christmas theme. But if we look at the titles of the videos, the very first one, Daisy Arrives. Like, if you replace Daisy with Christmas, you know, Christmas arrives. As soon as Christmas arrives, Daisy arrives, the music starts playing, all happy and everything's good, right? The second video is titled Daisy and Friends. You know, what do you do around Christmas time? You hang out with your friends and family. Especially family. It should have said Daisy and family, but it said Daisy and friends. But you hang out with people that you love during Christmas time. The third video is Daisy Settles In. You know, as you visit with your family and you all live together for the holidays. You know, it's not usually just one night. You might go visit your grandma's house. You might live there for like 3 or 4 days during Christmas Eve, maybe through New Year. Some people might be with their family for a while, so you might settle in for a moment. That's that one. And this next one, the fourth one in the series, Tucking Daisy In. What do you do to your kids on Christmas Eve before Christmas time? You tuck them in because Santa Claus is coming, so you tuck them in and you know, put them to sleep. So that really resonates with Christmas as well. The next one, Daisy Unwinds. During the Christmas season, you often unwind and you relax. You take a few days off. It's the holidays. The next video, Daisy Feeds the Birds. You know, sometimes during Christmas, after we throw the Christmas tree out, we might oftentimes put these like birdseed ornaments in the tree for birds to eat. You might often feed the birds. I've heard that before. We've done it before with cookie cutters. So that one resonates with me as well too. Some people have the tradition of doing that. The next one, Daisy Tumble. You might tumble and play in the snow, building snow angels. That also resonates with Christmas. The next one, Daisy helps out in the kitchen. What do you do on Christmas Day? You make a big Christmas feast. You might help out in the kitchen with making all the food. That also resonates with Christmas. Next title, Daisy Plays Hide and Seek. You might play a lot of games with your family. Monopoly, you might watch things on TV, might do a movie. You do a lot of things with your family. So that also resonates with Christmas. Daisy Playing. This video has a lot of playful music in the background of it, and your kids might play together as well on Christmas Day. That also resonates with Christmas. Next one, Daisy Makes a Mess. That's right, Christmas does make a mess sometimes. You know, all the wrapping paper after you're done eating, all the food, you gotta wash all the dishes, clean up the kitchen. There is a big mess sometimes that Christmas makes. So that also resonates with Christmas. And then the very last one, Christmas Leaves. It's very sad when Christmas leaves. That's why the music ends in the last one. That's why he's like, no, why did it leave? No, why did Christmas leave? I think it would have been really funny if it would have been Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, played backwards or something, because that honestly is one of the most played Christmas songs of all time. The actual one is White Christmas by Bing Crosby, I believe, but Nowadays, it is All I Want for Christmas Is You. That is a very, very overplayed Christmas song for sure. As far as why did he choose a dead body to portray Christmas, I think it may be the fact that maybe he's saying Christmas is like a dead body. As you know, overall, there aren't really any new Christmas songs, and it is a traditional kind of holiday. You know, you do the same things every single year. So I think he's saying that Christmas has become basically a dead body. That we do every single year. We get the dead body out and then it leaves because, you know, Christmas Day comes and goes and we're all sad every single year. And obviously we often take advantage of Christmas, take advantage of the holidays. Like, oh, it's Christmas, you know. You see in a lot of movies, oh, it's Christmas, I should take a day off of work. We use it as an excuse to be kind of lazy and be more laid back. I mean, I think that he even kind of portrays that in this ARG kind of series when Daisy playing the brain, if he starts stabbing, you know, the body. If we say that that body is Christmas, he's basically hurting Christmas, abusing Christmas, taking advantage of a Christmas, basically. That kind of shows that for sure as well. So yes, I think that the body represents Christmas. They're saying that Christmas is a dead body that's been commercialized to death, that companies use to sell more things every single year. Oh, it's Christmas. Oh, look at our Christmas edition, this and that. Just to sell more and make more money. They've commercialized it to death instead of realizing the real meaning of Christmas. And that's what I think this means. So no, it is not a murder. I think it's just an ARG that's basically saying that Christmas has become a dead body. That's basically all I have to say about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. Tell me why in the comments down below. If you have any more ideas for me in the future, tell me in the comments down below as well. I upload content similar to this every great once in a while. I'm hoping to make it every just once in a while, not every great. I'm trying to upload more often. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. That's all I have for you. Bye.